Okay. I want to thank you all for coming today to learn a little bit about preschool nutrition. You may or may not know that obesity today, as well as dental problems, are really rising in the United States. There's a few things that we can do at school and at home that can help teach kids about healthy nutrition. The earlier they start, the better. They can carry it with them all through life. So in school, a few things we can do is called activity-based techniques. And we can do art projects such as paper plate collages that David was working on the other day. It's just a paper or foam plate, and the children get magazines, newspapers, whatever they want to cut pictures out of, and they can glue their pictures on a plate. And you can put those up on the bulletin board after you're done using them to look at and learn a little bit about different fruits and vegetables the kids might have found. Another thing that we do in our class anyway is to take field trips. We'll be doing a field trip this week to a local large supermarket chain where they'll take the kids in and show them a little bit about the produce department, fruits and vegetables. And they show the kids different kinds of fruits, different vegetables, and they'll show them how to pick the riper ones, how to pick a ripe melon, ripe pineapple, ones that are a little bit better than others maybe to eat, and see what the kids are interested in. A lot of kids may not even have seen some of the fruits and vegetables that they'll be shown there because there's some exotic fruits. Trying different things is always really good for kids. In our housekeeping department in school, sometimes we'll set up a grocery store, let the different kids come in and set up maybe a produce department, maybe breads and grains here, dairy here, different things. And then they can set up their cash register, and people can come by and they can explain their different produce, maybe say they grew it themselves, and then they'll sell it to them. So you get a little bit of math in there too. Along with reading. Lots of books out there, and if you don't want to buy them, just go to the library. Libraries are wonderful. They have tons and tons of books for children from preschool all the way to adult. You can really learn a lot, and it doesn't cost you a thing. Hands-on nutrition at school is a little different because we like to do tasting parties. Maybe bring in some star fruit, some kiwi, different colors, shapes, and textures for the kids because they're more likely to try a new fruit or vegetable if they're with their friends than if they're at home. So we'll bring in different things and make sure there's no allergies. Of course, you don't want to cause a problem in the classroom, and let them try them. You'd be surprised at different things that kids will try if their friends are eating them too. Now at home, you can do a little bit more because you know if your kid's allergic or not. So kids can tear lettuce. Soft fruits like cantaloupe and melons, they can use a dull knife or a plastic knife, and they can cut those for you. Help you make a salad, help you make a fruit salad, anything like that. And that's a good chance also for you to talk to your kids about portion size. Because in America, our portion sizes are huge. Now I have a few things here, like to refer to a common household item to let you know a little bit about portion sizes. Like a tennis ball. Everyone knows the size of a tennis ball. So a tennis ball is equal to 1 cup of green salad, 1 baked potato, 1 medium-sized piece of fruit like an apple, 1 cup of cooked dry beans, 1 cup of ice cream, and 1 cup of cereal. And that's really a lot smaller than what we think of, especially if we go out and eat. 1 regular handful is equal to 1 ounce of small candy, 1 ounce of nuts, or half a cup of cooked rice or pasta. I know on my plate I probably have 5 handfuls of spaghetti, but that's all right. It shouldn't be, but I love spaghetti. Another thing with summer coming up is a vegetable garden. It's a great way for kids to learn a little bit about growing their own produce, growing some fruits and vegetables they like, or maybe something they'd like to try. And it doesn't have to be a big area. 1 or 2 tomatoes, a patio blueberry bush, even the hanging tomato things that we're hoping to find, where you can just plant the tomato plants in it and hang it up, and they grow like that. It doesn't take up any space. You can hang it on the edge of your porch, anything like that. And don't forget TV and computers. There's lots of healthy cooking shows on you can watch, maybe even find something new to try with your kids. Let them help you. There are lots of activities, puzzles, coloring sheets, things like that with different vegetables and fruits. So the kids coloring, you can talk to them about it. There you go, son. You can take those home with you. And let the kids cook along with you using their play foods if they want. Bring them in the kitchen. Let them go right along with you. Give them their own pot. They probably have a good time doing it. Now, are there any questions anybody would like to ask about anything?
My child won't eat vegetables. How can I get them to try them?
Well, that's one thing we try to kind of handle in school a little bit now and then, is we try the tasting parties. Like, to a kid, this carrot might not look very good. But you can get the baby carrots, the little peeled ones, the small ones. So give them some fat-free ranch dip or something and let them try it. Just don't give up. Let them try it a few times, and hopefully they will get to like them.
Is there any foods I should not encourage my child to eat?
Well, young children should not, especially really small, shouldn't be given hot dogs, grapes, things like that, because they're a choking hazard, or even peanut butter. That's not always a safe thing, and always watch out for allergies. If you see anything, any hives, any shortness of breath, give the doctor a call, and you may have to do some allergy testing just to make sure.
Okay, the vegetables and all I buy, they say they're washed. Should I rewash them?
You should always rewash, because even though they might be rinsed, you never know how well they're done. So always go ahead and rewash, even if you're going to peel the vegetable. While you're peeling it, well, you're peeling it, and then you're nice touching the vegetable again. So even though you might think that it's been washed outside, if it hasn't been, you're just getting it dirty every time you cut it and slice it. So definitely wash them, just to be sure.
Okay. I like a lot of salt and butter on my vegetables.
Who doesn't like salt and butter on corn on the cob? Well, it's really a taste you get used to. Children, if they're started early without all the salt and butter and all that, they'll get used to the natural flavor, the sweetness of the vegetables and the fruits. So don't start them out with a lot of salt and sugar and butter on them. Let them get used to them the way they need to be, and as they get older, they can adjust to their own taste. So if you guys don't have any more questions, I thank you for coming. Be sure and sign the sign-out sheet outside the door for us, and thank you very much. Hopefully by starting early we can get some good healthy eating habits instilled, and some activities and some motion and movement, and have a good healthy long life. Thank you.